Hey, what's up guys? How we doing today? Welcome back to VHS on Tape. If this is your first time here, my name is Keith, and on this channel I mostly do movie... damn it. Alright, no big deal. No big deal. You messed up. It's fine. Just get your game face on. Halloween only comes once a year, man. This is your time to get viewers. Get it together. Just relax. Just breathe. Okay. Hey, what's up guys? How we doing today? Welcome back to VHS on Tape. My name is Keith, and on this channel I normally do movie reviews for mostly horror movies from the 70s, 80s, and 90s, but today's video is going to be a little different. Since it is the spooky season, and I know a lot of people out there are looking for horror movies to watch, I'm going to give you a list of 5 horror movies that you can watch today for free, and the best part is, you don't even need to create an account to watch these. Okay, alright, I think we get it. That's a bit much. Can we just be done with that now? Alright. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the best part, you don't even need to create an account to watch these, and on top of that, alright, it's too much. Can we just stop? Alright. On top of that, okay, thank you. Just stop. And on top of being free, they're actually good. So, let's get into the list. First up, we have The Lift, which came out in 1983. Now, there's a good chance that a lot of people out there have never even heard of this movie. It centers around an elevator mechanic investigating several accidents happening in and around the elevator of a new building. This is a film out of the Netherlands, but don't worry, this is the dubbed version, so you won't have to read subtitles. Hey, quick question for you. Who's got 2 thumbs and hates reading subtitles? This guy, that's who. It stars Hoob Staple as the lift mechanic. Now, this is a very good movie, and the acting along with the music is pretty awesome. Also, there are some really cool shots throughout. Not to mention, it is an incredibly original idea for a horror movie. I mean, a killer elevator? Come on. And if you want to hear me speak fluent Dutch, you can check out the review I did on it. I absolutely nailed the names in there. Next, we have Day of the Animals, which came out in 1977. So this one's a little bit different as well because it centers around a group of hikers who end up having to fight for their lives against all sorts of different animals due to a hole in the ozone. And while that might not sound like a great plot, the way it's executed makes it a great film. Now this would be a good one to watch with anyone who doesn't really like scary movies. And what I really like about this one, besides the fact that the acting is really great and there are some really beautiful scenic shots, is that we get to see Leslie Nielsen acting like a real bastard. And if you've ever wanted to see him go batshit crazy and fight wildlife, then this is the movie for you. Now, I don't want to ruin it for you, but let's just say he definitely drank some grizzly rage. It's awesome. Up next is Mutant, which came out in 1984. So this one is about 2 brothers who end up stranded in a small southern town where all of the townsfolk are being affected by toxic waste. So this one stars Wings Hauser as the lead, and as I've said before, that is a fantastic stage name. There's some pretty good acting in this one, and the plot is pretty decent. The only downside really is the special effects when it comes to the ghouls, as I call them. I mean, I give the ghouls a pass since the rest of the movie is pretty solid, but they definitely could have been better. Oh, and also the music is great. Waxwork is our next one, which came out in 1988. This one stars Zach Galligan of Gremlins fame in a story about a group of friends who were invited to a new wax museum after hours where they discover that the wax models are actually alive. So this one is pretty campy, but the acting is good and the plot is fairly original. Also, the special effects are pretty great. And it's another good option for those who don't really like horror movies as it leans more towards the comedy side. But if you know that going into it, I think you'll probably enjoy it. And last but absolutely the weirdest one on the list is Phantasm, which came out in 1979. So if you've never seen this movie, you have to check it out. It's about 2 brothers and their friend who discover that the town's mortician is not from this world. Now this is another original plot idea which definitely feels like it maybe came from a drug trip. Now the acting isn't necessarily the best in here, but it more than makes up for it with great music and just all of the weird shit happening throughout. Now I did do a review about this movie and I think maybe I didn't do it justice because this movie does hold a special place in my cold black heart. So there you have it. 5 horror movies that you can check out for free. And if you don't want to watch any of those for some reason, but you do want to watch me talk about them, and why wouldn't you? I've done reviews on all of them, so you can check those out as well. See what happens. Also, I invite you to join me over at my channel where it's horror movie season year-round, and, well, have a very spooky rest of October. Nailed it. I knew you could do it. You just have to calm down, settle in, you got this.